mile. Keep left onto River Road.
Okay. You know, here we are. We made a little move. We switched from Merrill Creek to a lake that's about 20 minutes away called Spruce Run. Merrill Creek was pretty tough. We only had 4 bites, 2 big smallmouth, 2 lake trout, all in the tight lining technique. Spruce Run, the water's a little bit dirtier, a little bit shallower, and we're gonna go fish some riprap where they're spending their fall and hopefully catch a mixed bag of largemouth and smallmouth to end the day. Look at this. Bluegill. Talk about matching the hatch. We got here as a blade bait. This is a bait by Molix called a Trago Vib. It's in a chartreuse and blue. And look at it next to that little bluegill. You see a lot of the same colors. The blue, the yellow, the blue, the yellow. So you hear about match the hatch all the time. That's really what we're trying to imitate with this Trago Vib. It's not shad, but it's these small bluegill. It's pretty cool. Come on, fish. Oh, God, that popped. Got hammered, dude. Got him. Big one. Big one. Big one. Oh, giant, dude. Stay on there. Don't you come off of there. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh. I can't get out of it! I can't see! He made me blind! I got him! I can't get up! He ate the Trago Vib though! Look at this! Oh my gosh! Look at this! Oh! Wow! The Trago Vib is down his throat. Oh my gosh. Well, that is obviously not the right species, but it's a good sign and it's a heck of a fight. That is a hybrid special right there. That's a Spruce Run hybrid special right there. That's a bonus fish. You know, we've come here to catch largemouth and smallmouth, but man, when them things bite, you'll take them. Look at the size of that beast. You know, this is a good example of when you need to cover water. We're fishing a riprap dam, but it's got a really flat lip on it. It's got scattered rock. And when there's not pinpoint targets, a blade bait is a great choice. Blade bait's just a piece of metal. It's got 3 holes in it. It's got a snap ring. And you know, I like to pick the weight that's heavy enough to let me get to the bottom. So 3/8, a ½ ounce, 3/4. It's normally what I throw. Right here, because we're in about 20 to 25, a ½ ounce is perfect. Picking color, I just try to mimic what I'm imitating, what the forage is. And they're feeding a little bluegill here, so that chartreuse and blue is perfect. It's real easy to fish, and it's basically what I call yo-yo retrieve. So I'm making a really long cast with that blade bait. When I click over, I'm actually gonna follow it down on that tight line. I'm gonna watch it as it falls. Every once in a while you get bit as that bait descends. Watching it, boom, hit the bottom. Once it hits, watch my rod. All I'm gonna do is go from about 2, 3 o'clock to 12 and then follow my slack back down. 2, 3 to 12 and follow my slack back down. So it's that yo-yo retrieve. So that blade bait, the great thing about it, it's vibrating as it comes up and then it falls, hits the bottom. Vibrates as it comes up, just had a bite there. Falls as it hits the bottom. It's a yo-yo retrieve. It's perfect for covering a lot of water. And then once you find a little key area, You can stop and slow down and fish your Ned rig and your drop shot. So great fall bait. You know, we keep talking about how important it is to find the fish. This is a great fall bait. It covers a ton of water. There he goes, big one. On the water bug, drop shot water bug. Oh, there he goes. Oh God, it's a giant largemouth. This is a good bait. This is a bait that is different than a normal drop shot because of the way the bait's built, because of the tail action, and because it floats. I can't see the bait. That's a pretty good sign. I can't see the bait. It's a pretty good sign. The size of this largemouth. Come in there. Got him! Yeah! Look at that. Gone. Water bug completely gone. The key to this bait, I'm gonna show you. This is a traditional drop shot rigged a very special way, but the bait is special. This is a Berkley Powerbait Water Bug. It's almost a goby kind of shape, you would call it. Little arms, it's got a flat bottom, it's got a really specialized wedge tail. But the key to this bait is it floats. This is one of the only Berkley Powerbait material lures that float in their lineup. It actually floats. It's a high buoyancy lure. And it gives it a totally different action on a drop shot. You know, everybody's throwing traditional finesse worms, but this bait's a little different and it's buoyant. So it sits high off the bottom. That fish, nice largemouth. Beautiful largemouth. Thank you, Mr. Largemouth. Thank you. Now the other key thing I want to show you, this has been a trick of mine for a little bit now, is the way that I'm rigging it, and I want to show you this. You know, most people when they're drop shotting, they nose hook the bait, and for sure you can nose hook the water bug, but I'm using a #1 VMC Nico finesse hook, and I want you to watch this. Watch the way I'm rigging this. I'm not nose hooking it. You ready? Watch this. Instead of nose hooking it, I'm going in the head of the bait, the nose of the bait. I'm riding it all the way down through the back. Watch this. Ready? I'm threading it. Look at that. I'm drop shotting it, but I'm threading it. And with that Nico finesse hook, when those fish eat it, you don't miss them. A lot of times you'll miss them when you nose hook it. You'll miss them when you Texas rig it. But by threading that water bug on there, you get them every time. When the cover allows sparse to no cover, fish it, thread it on the hook, not nose hooked. Yeah. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. 2 giants, dude. Oh my God, 3 giants. Oh, it's gonna happen right now. He went down for it. He went down for it. Here it goes. He went down for it. He went down for it. Wow. That's unreal, dude. I got a pretty good drop on him too. Wow. Some fish here though. And fish was in 25, the one I just saw. There you go. Teaser. How deep was that fish? 24. There it goes. Good one on the blade. Big one. Oh, go! Big pike. Giant pike. Oh, God! I got him! Ah! Oh man, that's another awesome species, and that's proof right there that, yeah, look, everything's look at the size of that mouth. Look at them teeth, man. That is a freshwater shark right there. Look at that. All right, Bayou Long snake view. Big old snake. It's a crappie, it's a crappie, it's a crappie. It's a bass. Yeah. I was gonna say you completed the trifecta with the crappie. Trago Vib fish. Did I complete the trifecta? Little. Another species. Look at that, another species! White bass! You caught everything. I'm telling you, I'm gonna catch a catfish today. There you go. That's a big one. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a big smallmouth. Oh, please stay on there. Stay on there, please stay on there. Ah. Oh God. What is that? I still don't see him yet. Again. Another hydrant. Wrapping up a super tough day. A lot of times in the fall, little front comes through and they shut down. But we're able to save the day on the second part of this vlog with a drop shot and with a blade bait. And man, as far as getting bites and catching fish, all kinds of fish, I don't know of a better bait. This is a Molix Trago Vib. It's 1/2 ounce. And if you look at it, it's got a couple really key features. The one is it's got this really flat head in the front. And that flat head keeps this bait centered and keeps it balanced. That's really key in a blade bait. The other thing you notice is it's got 3 holes. And with those holes, you could actually change the vibration. The further you go toward the front hole, it's extremely tight. The hole in the back, you widen the vibration. But right in the middle, and that's how I fished it today, you have a moderate vibration. And for 50-degree water, that's a good spot. You know, the rod and reel and line for this thing are pretty important. You know, with line, I really like to fish these blade style baits with straight fluorocarbon. Today I used Berkley Trilene 15-pound, 100% fluorocarbon. Lets the bait fall natural, lets it have a good vibration. Rod and reel, you know, on the rod, I use the same rod I'd use for spinnerbait fishing. This is the 7-foot medium action Abu Garcia Ike power rod. You want a little bit of tip in that rod. You don't want it super stiff like a jig rod. You want it more like a spinnerbait rod with a little bit of tip. On the reel, I use the Abu Garcia with the 6:6-to-1 Revo Ike. That slow retrieve is perfect for that yo-yo technique I was doing today. You know, that bait really saved my day. When things are tough, drop shot and a blade bait, 2 of the best baits you can throw. I hope you enjoyed today's Tackle Warehouse vlog. If you like, share, and tag this post, you're gonna be entered in a contest to win some amazing tackle. And if you like the gear you saw in today's vlog, it's all available at Tackle Warehouse. Good night.